Good morning, YouTube, and welcome to Old Maryland 63C10. Today, a little something different. We are in lovely downtown Carlisle at a traffic light, and we are heading to Fall Carlisle to see what we can find for some parts for our Project Hank. So stick around. Okay, so we're back. We are at Carlisle. I made it in the gate with no problem, good parking. So we're going to check out what's here. I can tell you already, it looks like it's not quite as full as I thought it was going to be. As I said in one of my first video, my cousin and I used to come here 30 years ago, and I'd gotten out of this hobby for a good while, and now getting back in with Hank. And we used to come every year, and it was packed from gate to gate. So it still looks like it's a little bit emptier than it used to be. Again, it's been 30 years. I came last summer to the truck Carlisle, but they were expecting some really bad storms on the weekend, and I came up on Friday and it wasn't very crowded. So I figured it was because of weather, but you know, maybe it's just not as big as it used to be. But I'm looking forward to walking around. I'm gonna walk all the way to the far side. I came in gate 5, which is at one end. I'm gonna go all the way to the other side and then work my way back, especially because there's a vendor on the very far side that will test my 63 gauge package to see if the gauges work. So I brought that to my backpack. So I'm gonna walk all the way across the other side. I'm gonna hopefully focus just on our year trucks from 60 to 66, and hopefully we'll see some here, and I'll show you guys what's here. Stay tuned. Been walking for a while, and this is the first part I've seen for Harrier trucks, a tailgate. So I haven't seen many parts that will be for my 63. A few things here and there, but still a lot of cool stuff, some interesting stuff, but so far I just see a tailgate. I should also say that it's marked an NOS tailgate, $1,500, but looks like it might be an original tailgate and not a reproduction. This is one of the few things. $15. I should buy it for $15 to put it on the wall. Here comes some truck stuff. I mean, driving it normal. Let's see what they got here. So I was just pricing getting my bumpers re-chromed. And needless to say, it's a fair amount less money than re-chroming an original bumper. So we'll see what else they have. They're nice. I was able to get 2 of these off my parts truck. I don't need those. They're a little bit more shiny than mine, but mine will probably clean up. But I do have a set of those. I got one of the handles off my parts truck. My Hank doesn't have his. I think I'm going to paint these and try to use the one I have. They do have the headlight bezels for the chrome grills, but they're more chrome, obviously. I think I'm going to try to fix the 2 I have. So that was the truck shop I just visited. They got some lot of nice stuff. I have their catalog at home. They're from Charlotte, North Carolina. So they have a lot of good stuff. So probably be getting some things from them in the future. Here's a few pieces. A couple fenders that are a little rough. Long bed bedsides. Couple bed header panels. This hood actually looks like it's in pretty decent shape. Got some body filler there, but that corner down there looks good. have a lot of panels for our trucks, but the one thing that nobody makes yet is this inner panel for 63 or 60 to 63 yet. I think it all from basically here over I think is the same, but I think it's back here obviously that's different because of the knee knockers, but we'll keep looking. So I just may have come across my first two things I'm thinking about. Somebody had a 1963 deluxe cigarette lighter, brand new GM, never installed, element never used. It was 60 bucks. It's a little much because I obviously don't need a cigarette lighter, but it'd be pretty nice to have in the dash. And I saw another person that had a set of NOS blinkers, lenses, clear lenses for 60s, and my 62 has two cracked ones. So I might get those. He wanted 50 bucks for those. I'm not sure. I'm still thinking about it, but I marked down the road, so I might go back. But that's the first kind of really decent stuff I've seen that I could maybe use for my trucks. So we'll see. Might be hard to pass these up. 75 each. There's 3 of them. If there was maybe a 4th one, but that might be hard to pass these up. You don't see them very often. Okay, so we're heading back to the truck at the end of the day. It was a good day, you know, get away from work, out looking at car parts and all kinds of random stuff. I will say I'm walking out without anything. I spent a little money to have a sausage sub, but I ended up passing on the things that I saw. So I didn't get that cigarette lighter. I thought that was really cool. An untouched original GM piece, but again, I honestly can't remember if my 63 parts truck has the cigarette lighter in it already. If it does, I'll just use that because again, it's not like I'm a smoker, so I don't need, you know, a beautiful working one. And the same with the front blinker lenses for my 62. Again, I don't really need them. They were kind of neat to find new old stock lenses, but again, something I didn't really need. So I did get a bunch of contacts. I passed on the hubcaps because with the hubcaps, I'm not exactly sure which ones were sitting there. So I know there's ones with, you know, 3 nubs or 4 nubs or whatever it might be. And I saw some other pretty cool hubcaps that I like. But again, same thing. I have the square body rallies right now that I plan to put on, but I'll have to say that the, you know, hubcaps with Steelies are kind of starting to grow on me a little bit. So I might end up changing that out. But again, I don't have the wheels, and I'm a little unsure about buying the hubcaps before I buy the wheels, because if they don't work or something like that. There was a set of, I want to say a set of hubcaps from the 50s, you know, a dog dish cap that were pretty cool. They weren't too expensive. I almost bought that set of 63 chrome ones, which were really nice. But again, I'm not sure what wheel they're going to fit, so I need to do a little bit more research on that. So that's another thing I learned in this trip, is as I was walking around, I was seeing a lot of things like, oh, I could use that, I could use this, but I don't remember exactly what I have. So for instance, I think I could have used a bottom simple thing, a bottom pulley for the motor and crankshaft pulley, but I can't remember if I have a 2-groove pulley or a 1-groove pulley and a 2-groove or 1-groove pulley for the water pump. So again, I should have made a little bit more notes on some of these things, because now that I'm looking at things, I'm like, I think I could use it, but again, I don't know what I have. So, you know, just things to think of next time. Again, not much 60 to 66 C10 stuff. I did pick up a few things. No trucks in the car corral. Some nice 67, 68s, maybe a 69. Some really nice those trucks. But again, nothing from the 60 to 66 range. So I didn't really take any pictures of those because again, I wanted to just kind of stick with the 60 to 66 range. A few parts. Again, not much as far as parts. A lot of square body stuff. A lot more stuff for the 68s and 70 ranges. So anyway, we're heading home, and we'll wrap up later. So while I didn't see many 60 to 66 parts out there, as soon as I pull out to get on the road, the truck right in front of me is a 64 C10. So it looks like it was white at one time. I don't want to film it just because it's, you know, I don't want to put his truck out there on YouTube without knowing who it is. But of all things, I'm following one of our trucks out of the car show. Go figure. Okay, made it back home to the garage. I know this video is different than what I've been normally putting out. Right now, again, just a quick update. All of my chassis parts are at the powder coater. So I'm just kind of waiting to get all that back. And, you know, Fall Carlisle just kind of fell in a spot that I'm just waiting for parts to come back. So I didn't number this one. Again, it's kind of a little bit different than what I'm normally putting out. But again, I enjoyed going up to Carlisle today. Didn't see as much C10 stuff as I was hoping for our years. I'm sorry I didn't video more of just the parts and the different people selling things and what they had. This is my first time going to a swap meet with the camera, so I'm kind of learning. So anyway, appreciate everybody watching. If you are liking the channel, please like and subscribe. And we will hopefully be back filming more work with Hank very soon, and hopefully getting the parts back to the powder coat. And we'll have a video out with taking things to the powder coat and hopefully bringing them back all finished. So stay tuned for that. We'll see you again.